Hello and welcome back to the channel. This time we have a Citroen DS and it's pretty poor shape at the moment. Paint's all shot to bits and been overpainted, the glass is painted with everything else. Tyres missing, some of them, and I think it's a Corgi. Oh, and the window post is missing. This side, I think it is. Yeah, that side. Yeah, window post is missing. So this is the next we're going to do. I've drilled the base out already, but I haven't drilled the holes for the rivets. Just took the base off. So this is the next one. We'll get it off the stand and we'll have a closer look at it. We're off the stand now. We'll have a closer look. Yeah, it's Corgi ds19. This particular one was originally all red, so that's what it's going to be. I don't want this to take ages. This is the first time I would have been, first for me, to repairing a pillar. So let's get it apart. Let's have a look. What we got? Standard Corgi suspension, wire, back and front. I won't be messing with them. You can get them out, pull them out if you want, but they're a bit of a pain to get back in. If you bend them, the suspension never works right. So yeah, that's it. We'll deal with that. Interior, standard vac form, see-through. Virtually a bit bent, look. A bit of banana, that one, isn't it? And the glass, there it goes. As you can see, nice tinted windows. There you go, totally illegal. Oh, there you go, that's it. So that's going to go in the brake fluid. And that's the body, and there's the window pillar missing. So we'll have to strip that and see exactly where it connects, so we can get it the same size as the other. But luckily, if you look, the roof's not bent. So that's pretty good. So there we go. We get off to the strippers and we see how we go. Catch you in a minute. Right, we're back. I put this in the brake fluid overnight, and it's pretty banged up. It's got a crack in the back, what was underneath the paint, which is not too bad because it's only got a smallish back window, so I'm not that bothered about that. Just be careful I don't make it any worse. I started sanding the front. I'm gonna have to sand this. I don't think the metal polisher will get it out, because it's quite deep in places. So as you can see along there, look, it's quite deep, and this has got some nasty pits in it. So what I use, I've got a series of sanders here, rough, fine, and end up with a polisher, semi, and that's a real polishing one, that side. I'll do that first. We see how we get on. I've already started there, using a rough grip one to get as much as I can off it, try and get it down, and you know, without losing. So you can just see one or two pits. See them there? Look, 1, 2. Look at this, a bit manky though, isn't it? Look, I've got to get some new ones. Got them a bit tight, you know what I mean? It's got paper left on it, so I'm going to use it. Yeah, these are flexible, so they can curve around and stuff. Yeah. The lighting might be a little bit different in here today, a bit yellowish. Well, I've just been laying boards above my head for a model railway that I'm doing, and it's above my head. And of course, it took out the main light now, so I had to move the main light. So I'm working with a lamp and a small bulb. So until I get the lights refitted in, then we'll have to put up with this. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and sand the rest of this. And then You'll see when it's finished what we get on. Or it's a beer all day. It's a beer all day. Or it's beer all day. So I'm going to get this done, and I'll come back to you when it's all polished up, and you'll see what it's like. See you in a second. Right, hello. We're back now, ready to strip this French lady naked with all her makeup. That's the red it was inside, look. So we're going to strip this bad boy off. I've done the base. Base is already cleaned up. I haven't stripped it, I just, because most of the paint was off this, so I just give it a wire wool. Bloody, I keep saying that, wire wheel. And taped up the hubs, ready to go. Look at the window. That come up fairly clean. It has got a crack in the back, but there you go. There's one bit I can't get off. I've sanded this, just that bit there. I have sanded and sanded and sanded this off. But yeah, it's come up pretty clean considering what it was. Right, kettle's boiling. It's just boiled. Let's get her on. Let's get her in there. Let's have a go. I'm going to tell you a story in a minute about a Citroen. You'll like this. I'll pour this in here first. Get that in. You're off, put the car in, wouldn't it? Be no good putting it in without, wouldn't it? Right. Okay. So the magic. Stand back and light the blue touch paper. Here we go. Ready, steady, go. Ready, steady, go. Here we go. Ugh, God, that's mucky colour straight away. So I've got the shed door wide open here. I feel a little bit better today. Mind you, I've got an appointment with the old witch doctor tonight, the old quacks. I've got to go see him. So we'll leave that for a second or two. And while that's brewing, I'll tell you a little story. Many years ago, when I first started driving, I was working for a guy and did a bit of landscaping, you know, bob a jobbing. And he paid me in part payment. He said to me, I'll give you cash. He said, but I've got a car around the back here, so if you're interested. He said, part payment for the job. And I said, yeah, I'll have a look at that. And he said, yeah, come and have a look. So he started up, bloody hell, look at that already. He started it up, and it was a Citroen. It was a Citroen GSA Club. Yeah, that's right, Citroen GSA Club. And it was a small white one. I've never seen one before. It was a square, not like one of these DS's, but it was a square one, quite small. And he said, yeah, he said, take it. And it was all started up and it was all running, got MOT on it, a bit of tax. I thought, yeah, I'll do that. So I phoned my mate up, and he came and took my car home, and I drove this thing home, about 13, 14 mile away. So, and I tell you what, it was a nice drive. It drove really nice. And I got it home, and it needed the back tyre changing because it was a bit rancid. It was at it really. So anyway, in the morning I got up, I thought I'd jack this car up and I'll get the tyre off. And could I? The bloody thing was on the bottom on the floor. I thought, am I going to get my jack underneath there? So I got my jack out, tried it, no chance. Got another jack out, tried that, no chance. Couldn't get underneath the car, jack it up. And I thought, what's going on here? So I went knocking on my neighbour's door. He got a scissor jack. Yeah. Tried that, no, didn't. And I had about 5 jacks lined up outside his car. Could I get it? No. So eventually, I can't work this out. I was getting a bit frustrated by then. I'd never owned a Citroen. I ain't got a clue how it worked. So this little old guy come wandering across from the corner of the cul-de-sac, and he said to me, he said, I see you having a problem changing your tyre. And I said, I can't get the bloody thing jacked up. He said, start the car up. So I started the car up, and he said, leave it running. And of course, as soon as I started up, it raised up, didn't it? I thought, oh, no, you idiot. So I got out of the car, and he just stood there, and he was laughing. He said, you twigged, didn't you? The penny's dropped. I said, yeah, it has. And he came round the driver's side. He said, see that in the middle, that lever there next to the gear stick? He said, it's got 3 notches. He said, whatever one you put that on is when the car stops, right, and you settle, the suspension will settle to that level. I thought, bloody hell. And I've been all morning kicking and cursing and swearing and everything, you know. because I couldn't get it. So that's the funny story. Embarrassing, funny, but you learn your lesson. Right, so that's it. I thought I'd tell you that, guys. Look at that. Look how clean that's come out of there. Look. Oh, yeah, look. Already it's got a bit of a blue. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, and the inside. Right, I'm going to put you on pause while I get this out of here and get it in the wash. Right, she's in the washer now. In there, just giving it a bit of a rinse off, get rid of all the crap out of it. Yeah, and she's in there. Yeah, voice is still a bit squeaky, but one day my balls will drop. So we're all right there. Give that a second or two. Oh, I've been up the shops this morning. Got a few more essential paints and spray paints and stuff, and I dropped on this one. Look at this funky colour. Look at that. Shimmering metallic spray paint. Paint Factory, interior and exterior. And it's called Pine Green. Dries to a brilliant gloss finish. And I thought, yeah, I'm sure I can find something like that will go with. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good. What I was after was, what I was looking for was paint for this. For the Triumph 2000. That's what I was looking for. Paint for that. And I've got some. Well, I've got it as near as I can get it to this. But I'm not going to show you until we come to do it. Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah, that's coming off nice. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, fellas. And I'm going to give this the old wire wheel. He got it right, wire wheel. And then I'll come back to you when it's ready for priming. See you later. That's all the wire wheeling done. All cleaned off. Bit of dust on there. And I've repaired the window pillar. You can see that there. Repaired that. It's not too bad for a first go. I didn't do it on camera because it's my first go. And it took me quite a while, actually. I lost the first pin. It pinged off on the floor, so that's gone. So I had to have another go at it. So it took me a while. So good job I didn't do it on camera. But the next one I will, because I've got an idea of what I'm doing now. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty good. Not bad at all. So that's all done. Use the cotter pin or the split pin and whatever you call it, whatever part of the world you're from. So yeah, that's all cleaned up, ready to go. Got the masking on the wheels, so that's ready to prime. Interior's cleaned up, that's ready to go. And what I've done with the glass, in the previous video, I showed you the glass. I cleaned the front up. I still can't get this mark off. It must be something's melted into the glass. I just cannot get it off. But what I've done, where the crack was at the back, big crack, completely cut that off. Completely cut it off, and I've got a bit quite thick, clear here. Now it looks a bit done. It's not glued down, but you'll see. I'll show you. I'm going to pop that upside down. Pop that in there. And I'll show you. I mean, yeah, it's a bit of a bodge job, but it does the job. And because it's such a curve on it, it's quite awkward to get it to fit right. So push that in there like that. I'll glue that down. And look. There you go, look. It's in there. And it's kept that awkward curve both sides. So, yeah. That'll do the job, won't it? Look. See that? Look. The angle. It's kept that curve. If I tried to cut that to shape, it would have been awkward, but it's under tension. So when I put this in, I'll just drop a little drop of glue in there, hold it down, and look, that'll be all right. Yeah, that's cool. So that's where we're at the moment. Yeah, the windows look all right, look. Yeah. So that's where we're at the moment. So the next job is get it primed up. Get it primed up. So that'll be the next bit. So I'll leave that there now, and I'm going to get sorted out to get ready for priming. Catch you in a bit. Right, we've moved on a bit since the last time. There's no point me showing you just me giving it a coat of primer and a coat of base coat and then lacquer. it didn't take long. It just wasn't really. I didn't think it was really worth it unless you really want me to show you that. But it just bang bang with aerosol can really. So what we've done up to now, I put the tyres back on, give it a bit of a polish up the hubs, put the tyres back on. That's ready to go. Clean the interior up. Now, as you saw in the last one, you can see now, I put the glass in because I needed to dry before I could mess about, put it together. You can see how that's curved around there nicely now. I've glued that in there, so that's in there nicely now. I put some details on, door handles and so on. Backlights. I'll put white number plates on. That's a bit of a glare off that light there, yeah. And the front. Let me just see if it makes a difference if I turn that one off. Headlights and that. So yeah. A bit black paint in there. Whee, there you go, look at that. Right, so that's it. So really, it's had time to dry. It's got a nice shine to it, look. We're going to put that together. Now what I've done with the rivets, I've got one normal size rivet, and I've got a couple of shorter ones. And what I've done is I've turned those heads down a bit. Well, you can just see that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, I've turned the heads down a bit. See different sizes? That's because it adds smaller head on the back here. They have to sit in up against that sloping piece there. So the reason I turned the heads down was so they would fit better in there, like so. Got that? All right, so that's that. So we'll put it together now. Shouldn't take too long, hopefully. Want a bit of tissue. Sit her on there. The interior. Give it a blow off. Drop that in there. Yeah, right. Yeah. Pinch that in there a bit. Yeah. That's okay. Good to go. Get some glue. We'll glue it in. Right, okay. Here we go. First one. Drop that in there. I better have the plot trees for this, don't I? Oh, hope everybody's had a good day and looking forward to the weekend. It's Saturday here. I tell you what, it's been a bit flipping cold today. Saturday evening, actually. I was busy this afternoon, so I couldn't get up here till just now. So pop that in. There you go. That's gone. Twat. Spin that round. Put these in here now. I've got to check something first. Yep. Pop that one in there. Yep. Stop your finger. Get off, you bugger. That's it. That one in there. And the last one. Yeah. Here we go. Last one. Always one, isn't there? Eh? Always one. There you go. There you go, that's it. Give that a second to set up. Yep. Wait. Okie dokie. Yeah, it spins round alright. Wheels going okay. Alright, there you have it. All back together. Right, I'm going to put this on the turntable. And you can see it properly. Okay, catch you in a minute. Just a reminder what it looked like before we started on the restoration. And there she is. Citroen ds19. Right, Corgi. Right, I'm holding the camera this time, trying to get a better picture on the light. Yeah, see that pillar? Nice. Yeah, this is mainly a quick one for me, because I wanted to do, it was the first for me for doing a broken door pillar, or missing door pillar, it was completely missing. And an exercise in doing something with a back window screen. So, you know, nothing fancy, very straightforward, and it worked. So I'm quite happy with that. Quite chuffed that it's worked. So, hope you like it. So, there we go. There we go. Let's spin around a bit more and have a look. Yeah, the old chrome work was a bit difficult on here because it was quite thin around the number plates. These things in real life had a lot of chrome on them. And I thought, nah, I'm not going to go that way. I mean, I ain't got the steadiest of hands, but I think I've coloured it pretty good. So, there you go. Citroen ds19. Okay then. That's it then. So, I was going to make a start on another one tomorrow. So, stay tuned for another one. I will be recording over the Christmas period, 1 or 2, depending. So, stay tuned over Christmas, and we'll see what's coming up. Bye for now.